Hello everybody and welcome back to Right is Right, where I help expose the truth about these lying liberal Democratic politicians and of course their best buddies, the lying liberal media. And wow, our video today shows something that we all knew will happen if somehow Joe Biden wins the White House. Because there is no way this man could make it 4 years. He can literally barely even make a coherent sentence. He constantly confuses anyone and everyone that he speaks to. They have to hold his hand in every interview that he does, as we saw recently when it showed that he was using a teleprompter for an interview. A teleprompter is not supposed to be used for interviews. Interviews are supposed to be raw and off the top of your head about what you believe in. But by using a teleprompter, it showed two things. Number one, Joe's too slow to be able to think on his own, and they need to hold his hand. Number two, the interviewer is fake, because they already had all of this pre-planned to throw some softball questions at old Joe, and he could just read it off a teleprompter. But what do you expect? I mean, it's a leftist politician working with a leftist media company. They're going to make sure that the leftist politician gives the right answer. So it'll be scripted or it'll be all softball questions like Joe has pretty much only had thrown at him. And just take a look at this clip here of him telling a simple story about him walking out of his grandpa's house. Something that he's probably told many times, if it's not a lie, at least. And he needs to use notes in order to actually tell this story. Wow. The guy just doesn't have it anymore.
Every time I'd walk out of my grandpa's house up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, he used to yell, "Joey, keep the faith." And my grandmother would yell, "No, Joey, spread it."
Because Joe can't control his own mind, let alone the country with the #1 economy in the world. And leftists have known about this problem with him for quite a while. And that is why Kamala Harris had a Freudian slip recently, where she exposed the Democratic game plan.
We will need to make sure you have a president in the White House who actually sees you, who understands your needs, who understands the dignity of your work, and who has your back. A Harris administration together with Joe Biden as the President of the United States, the Biden-Harris administration will provide access to $100 billion back. A Harris administration together with Joe Biden as the President of the United States.
So Kamala knows the game plan. She knows what's up. She will be the president if they win in November. And this is her just speaking her mind. Now, no doubt she said this as somewhat of an accident, but it's the truth. And I think most people watching this all play out know that Joe Biden will not be the president for long if they win. And the Democrats knew the best way to get someone like her, a super crazy leftist, into the presidency was to use a guy like Joe. Joe wasn't so far left for most of his career, and he's actually still popular with most of your center leftists. I don't know why. I mean, he's obviously going into late stages of dementia, but he's popular because he was Obama's boy. And I hate to admit it, guys, but it's kind of a smart strategy for the super far leftists, because a person like Kamala Harris would never be elected this election cycle. Maybe in 10 or 15 more years, someone like her will be elected, but for this election cycle, people are still conservative enough to not vote in a crazed Looney Tune leftist like Kamala Harris. So you all know what you have to do in November, so that we don't have a crazed leftist like Kamala Harris in the White House. I have no doubt, though, that they will eventually get one like her, or AOC, or Bernie Sanders, if we keep going down the path we're going, where the leftists just keep on moving the goalposts in the direction that they want. That's why it's so important that Trump does not lose in November. The only chance that America has is if Trump wins yet again, and we can try to push back against these leftists who want nothing more than to destroy the country. Well, guys, that'll do it for this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments section below about Kamala exposing the true game plan for the liberals. And just how much further do you think that Kamala will be than Joe Biden? My personal opinion is that she will be extremely left compared to Joe Biden. And that's exactly what they want and what they've been planning for. And please do subscribe because I make videos like this almost every day, focusing in on the stories that the liberal lying media wants to spin or bury. And also, if you could, share the video with your friends. Hit that like button so it'll help me get more exposure. And everyone, I will see you all in the next video. So please take care and stay safe.